And we are back with another live stream. Today is October 28th. And for those of you who are here or catching the playback, today's topic is my first official week. It's actually been less than a week of being monetized by YouTube. So I just want to talk through that process and how getting monetized has affected my channel. I've made a couple bucks so far, $7, but it's also affected my channel in other ways that are positive and negative. So I'm excited to share those just analytics and the process of getting monetized. And then I also have I brought 3 questions. I think 3 or 4. So I have those questions as well, and then I'll be answering those, interacting with you all, and that'll be it for the live stream. So today has been a good day. It's been a super busy day, actually. It's always a busy day. It's never not a busy day, even on the weekends. So just today, what did I do? So I worked all day, got up at 6, and then from 6, got ready, drank my coffee, and then from 7 to 7:30, I had some work stuff. It's called the Game Room, and basically what the Game Room is, it's a Keller Williams sponsored, just like class of sorts, but it's more like a role play for the scripts. So it's a scripts class. So took the scripts class today, and then what the scripts class is, it's basically a role-playing class in which when you talk to buyers and sellers or talk to people about real estate, just common objections, and then how do you get over those objections. So I took that class today, and they have a class every Monday through Friday, actually, 6 to 6:30, and then 7 to 7:30. I usually go to this 7 to 7:30 class. And then after that, my day, what did I do? I got back on YouTube, I got on YouTube and then started answering questions. I got back on YouTube and then started commenting back. So I have a thing that as a small YouTuber, I have to make sure to comment back on everyone's comments. So spent an hour to an hour and a half doing that, and I'm finally caught up on comments. And it's been a long time when I've actually been caught up on comments, because I've been coming out with daily videos for, 7 months or so. And it's, with every video that I come out with, I'll get, 20 to 50 comments. And lately it's been on the lower side, 20 to 25 comments per video. So it's been more manageable. But I remember those days when I first started off on YouTube, and I was around like 500 to 700 subscribers, and I was watching everyone's video, commenting back on mine, and then some of my videos had 50 to 60 comments that I had to respond back to. So I'm just glad that number has dwindled down just a little bit, but so good and bad. So I'll take it. So I finally caught back up on my comments. Usually like I'm a day behind-ish. Like a day in terms of so I'll come out with a video, and then it'll be, I'll try to get to the comments in less than 24 hours. But lately I haven't been able to do that, and it's been bleeding into the second. I'm just glad that I'm finally back caught up on comments. So okay, hopefully we're back on. Hopefully we're back on now. Anyways, I'm not sure how much you caught of that, because I could have been talking to a void and basically talking to no one. But I've been having bad internet because I'm too frugal and too cheap to pay for good internet. But I am going to upgrade my internet, so hopefully I won't have bad internet moving forward. Right now, when I signed up for the internet, I had no idea what I was signing up for, it, and it was 75 Mbps. I was like, I don't know what that means, but that sounds good to me because it's cheap. And then lately, we've just been having connectivity issues. So hopefully we'll be get better internet. I'll be upgrading in the next couple days. So, Jess, thanks for coming and watching an ad. Now that I am monetized, I have just because I didn't think about it before, and just to watch other people's ads. But nowadays, whenever I watch someone's video and if it's a 15-second ads, I'm just going to watch through it. Or if it's even a longer ad, I watch 30 seconds, 35 seconds just to make sure, because what I've been researching and what I've been told is if you watch 30 seconds of an ad, they'll get ad revenue. So in order to support not only small YouTubers, but just big YouTubers, YouTube channels, I'll watch 30 seconds of whatever ad it pops up. So I tend to not skip the ad anymore unless it's super long. It's a 5-minute ad. I'm going to watch 30 seconds and I'll just continue from there. So Coach Cedric, yay, do you got Verizon FiOS in the area? Actually, I think we're with Xfinity. So I'm not sure if we have Verizon. We probably do. I mean, we're in a pretty, it's not like a rural place that we live in. So it's like a city. So I'm guessing we have Verizon, but I just picked Xfinity because that's what my girlfriend's dad had too, and he had a good experience. So I just chose Xfinity. So pay for good internet, silly. Your job depends on it. Yeah, that's true. I should not cheap out on the internet. I'm just so frugal. I mean, if it's if it works, then I should be good. But lately it's not been working. So and then now I'm officially monetized by YouTube and make YouTube videos for a living. Not really a living, but I make a couple bucks. I should upgrade my internet, especially on these live streams, because it probably sucks from the other side. I actually don't go back and rewatch my live stream, so I don't even know how I sound. But hopefully I don't sound too bad, number one, and number two, the connection isn't that bad. So as YouTube premium user, I don't get ads. But the ad thing does bring some challenges, as you now expecting people to watch your ads. Some people may not like it. Yeah, that's true. And I've actually, I'll go into it a little bit more. You bring up a good point, Chris, of people not wanting to watch my videos, because I've actually experienced that. So I always watch other people's ads. Got to pay for their craft. Yep. I'm so busy, man. I will watch your videos again real soon. All good, Trevor. I've been so busy too. It's so hard to keep up with, everything. Everyone in this audience right now knows what I'm talking about. It's like you have your full-time job, or whatever job, whatever thing that you're doing for work, and then you have YouTube, and then you have your family, and then you have your pets if you have pets, and then your significant other. So for me, YouTube, when I first started and I was only supporting a small amount of people, it was more manageable. But now it's getting to the point where it's on the cusp of not being manageable, but I do the best I can. And I'm not able to get to every comment or everyone's video every single day, but I do catch up on, my comments. And, if you comment on my video, I'll usually comment on your video just to show you support. But I haven't had time to actually go to the subscriptions page and then look at everyone's video to comment on. So it's been a struggle as well, YouTube, not only YouTube, making videos, it's a part-time job for sure, but supporting other people on YouTube is also a part-time job, because that takes a lot of time in the day. So for me, I probably spend on average, probably an hour and a half to 2 hours every single day watching other people's YouTube videos to support them, and then also commenting back on my videos. Commenting back on whoever commented on my video. So all in all, that's 2 hours a day, and weekends included. So that's 14 hours a day just from commenting back on people who comment on my videos, plus supporting other people. And that's not even making the YouTube video yet. So now that I think about it, making a YouTube video, I'll probably spend another, at least the bare minimum an hour filming. right? So an hour filming, and then with everything said and done, probably 2.5 hours a day on average, because some days take a little bit longer, some days a little bit shorter. But let's say 2.5 days times 7, right? So that's 14. What is 17 and a half? 17 and a half plus, did I do my math right? Yeah, 17 and a half plus the 14 that I take to support people. That's 30 hours. That's a full-time job. Yeah, right? I mean, 30 hours is a full-time job. I mean, technically 40 is, but I think, yeah, anyways, but it's 30 hours just on YouTube. So I never even did the math until now. I'm like, so I'm basically doing YouTube full-time and then also work full-time as well. So that's funny. But it's worth it. I think it's worth it. Thanks, Drew. Appreciate it. Thanks, Chris, for stopping by. Oh, wait. You're not leaving. For some reason, I thought you said, sounds good, I'm leaving or something. I can't fully keep up, but I just spread the love as best as I can. No worries, buddy. Yeah, 100%. I think I've gotten to the point where it's support in the way that you can support, and that's all we can ask, you know? So if, like, I don't expect anyone, nor do I want you to watch all my videos. Watch the ones that you like. You know, if you want to do me the favor and if you have the time to watch all my videos, I'm not going to say no. But I also don't want you to, like, it should feel like a chore. Like, if you watch one video a week or even one video every 2 weeks, I am super appreciative because we don't have time to, you know, juggle everything that we need to juggle in terms of life, in terms of significant other, in terms of work. And, you know, YouTube should be, in my opinion, something that we look forward to, something that we enjoy. And, you know, I certainly don't want to come to YouTube to be like, oh, I gotta comment on people's videos. I gotta go support other people. Like, that's not how I view it. So, you know, at a certain point, it was creeping up to that's how I felt, but I was like, okay, let me scale back and let me just support others in a way that kind of fits my lifestyle and what, in terms of like what I can put into YouTube. So now I've really adjusted my mindset, not only that, but just my YouTube cadence to support others in a way that I can support them. Right. And given my everything else I have to juggle. So that usually means, you know, watching a couple minutes of your video, leaving it on playback, giving you a like, giving you a comment. But I can't sit there and watch a 20-minute video all the way through. Right. It's just not realistic for me, just because I want to also be able to support as many people as I can. You know, I would rather support, you know, like if it's given an hour time, you're watching three people's 20-minute video, you can only support 3 people. Whereas if you can, you know, watch 2 to 3 minutes of someone's video, you can comment, you can like, and then, so I usually double speed. And then once I comment and like, I'll go back to single speed and then leave it in the background. So that's my way of supporting you. That way I can support, instead of 3 people an hour, I can support 20. You know, 25 is probably pushing it, but about 20 people, you know, 3 minutes each, actually probably less than that, 15. So that's my way of supporting others now, because I want to support as many people as I can because they're supporting me as well. So that's where I'm at. And for those of you who are just joining this live stream, today's main topic of discussion is my first official week of YouTube monetization. So I wanted to go over the analytics and the process and how it's affected my channel personally. I know that you know, I've heard other people say, well, it's you know, once you get monetized, people might not watch your videos, and that has actually happened. But I'll get into more in that in a little bit. So it is actually 15 minutes into the live stream already. So in addition to that, I have 3 other questions that I'll be answering, 3 or 4 other questions. I'll be answering that, interacting with you all, and then we'll call it a day. So if you could do me a favor, if you haven't already liked this live stream, if you can like the live stream, it would really help me out. So cool. Still here. Backyard marathoner. Yeah. Chris. Killer marathon. I was tuning in. I have such a huge backlog of videos to watch. I always feel bad about being slow, but I have every intent to. Yeah, I think I used to have like a backlog of videos, but nowadays it's okay, like going to their channel and then watching their most recent one, or watching one within the past week or so. So I used to backlog a lot of videos, but now it's like if I backlog videos, it's one of those things where it's just going to keep growing and growing and growing, and I'll never get to everyone's video. So I just support in any way that I can. So cool. With that being said, let's get into the main topic of discussion for today. And the main topic of discussion is YouTube monetization. So in particular, so I hit my hours on the morning of October 22nd. And on October 22nd, I applied for YouTube monetization. So I'm going to pull up the email in a bit, but in order for me to apply for YouTube monetization, actually the first step is obviously getting your 4,000 watch hours in the past 365 days and at least 1,000 subscribers. Once you get that, you can go on over to your YouTube studio, and then on the left-hand side, you click the monetization tab. Once you click on the monetization tab, before you meet those thresholds, it'll say, it'll give you like a meter of like how far you are. But once you hit that, it'll pop up like a different screen and say apply for YouTube monetization. So the first thing you have to do is actually apply for an AdSense account. And with the AdSense account, it's what YouTube partners up with. I think it's through Google, and where they AdSense is what places ads on your video. So that's how you make money, is through ads. So AdSense is the company, and then which runs ads on your YouTube videos, from my understanding. So I applied on the 22nd, on the morning of the 22nd, and then it went to review. So actually, I'm sorry. So you apply for AdSense, you have to get approved for AdSense, and then after that, they review your YouTube, application. Right. So I forget if I had to, once they approved the AdSense, if I had to go back into the YouTube studio to apply for the monetization, but it all happened within a day. So I applied on the 22nd at 8 a.m., 8:30 a.m. And then by the next day, I was approved on the 23rd around 7:50 a.m. So it took 24 hours. When you apply to monetization, it also says, or for AdSense and the monetization, it says it can take up to a week or two. And I was like, a week or two is kind of a long time, and I don't want to wait that long. Obviously, the sooner the better, so that I can start making boatloads of money. But I was able to speak with another small YouTuber, or she mentioned, so Sam, so shout out to Sam L. She mentioned they were able to process it in about 24 hours. So I had that same experience. Everything was processed within 24 hours. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. Oh, I don't even have. So why is my Windows not popping up? Chrome. So I'm using OBS right now, and I'm trying to populate my Windows. For some reason, it's not working. Okay, let me see. All right, another technical difficulties. So anyways, it's all good. Well, I guess I won't be able to show you my analytics. I'm just going to make that a little bit bigger again. So I guess I won't be able to show you my analytics. For some reason, my Windows is not populating. Let me see. Let me try that. Let me try this again one more time before I give up. Again, it's not working. All right. Well, I guess it's not connecting for some reason. Well, all good. I'll just explain it without the analytics. So I'll explain the analytics as I look at them. So I received an email on the morning of October 23rd. So it took 24 hours for me to get monetized. And it said, you're officially monetized. So I was like, okay, cool. So I went back, and with all my current videos, you actually have to go back to each video and manually click to monetize. So if you're, if you go to your YouTube studio, right now, if you're not monetized, it doesn't have a monetization column. But once you get monetized, it'll have a monetization column, and it'll say on or off, on or off. So I had to go and then click, because when I got monetized, none of my videos were monetized just yet. So I had to go back and then click monetize to be on all of my videos. So when that happened, I did that, and then I monetized all my videos that I could. So on some of the videos that I had some overlay music on or some background music on, I wasn't able to monetize. And it'll tell you if you're able to monetize it or not. It'll say eligible or ineligible, or if there's a copyright claim. And I guess one of the negative things is that, we're not negative about monetization, but when I was searching YouTube music, background music, I came through, like, this was months and months ago when I first started, because I wanted background music for certain like lifting sessions, or just background music in general that I can put in my videos. So I went on YouTube, I looked up some copy, or free copyright, or they're supposed to be free, right? Like those types of music. And then I just used that song. And then now those videos that I used the song on, I can't monetize. But it said it was copyright free. So just be careful. I don't even know how to check that, to be honest with you. But there were some videos, not a big deal. It was only a handful of them, probably 10 of them out of my 260 or so, that I wasn't able to monetize. So I wasn't able to monetize that. So just be careful with your quote unquote ad-free music, or not ad-free music, I'm sorry, with your copyright-free music. It might not actually be copyright-free. They just say that probably so that you can download their music and then use their music. So it is what it is, but I was able to monetize a large majority of my videos. And with that being said, in terms of views, so let me try one more time. Why is this not working? Bummed that the Windows is not working, because I really want to show you these analytics, because it looks a lot better. Or let me see. Browser. I'm gonna say Chrome. All right. So, URL, youtube.com. Oh, okay, there it goes. All right, I'm not sure if you can see that. Here, I'll make this a little bit bigger. Oh, well, that's not Chrome, though. Huh. Alright, well, again, that doesn't work. Alright, forget about it. Frustrated enough off of this. But, so with that being said, so once I got monetized, I went back and monetized all my videos. And once I did that, though, I was like, okay, I'm not sure if my viewership's going to go down or it's going to go up, and that was one of my biggest, I guess not fears, but just like my biggest drawbacks of okay, maybe I shouldn't get monetized because it's going to hurt my viewership. So in my last 4 videos, so my usual like videos, I'll get about 100 to 150 views per video. So when I got monetized, my last 4 videos, view-wise, 60, 61, 60, and 44. So my views per video since I've been monetized, at least with my new videos, they've cut back about 50%, which is that's a lot. I feel like it's a lot, right? 50% of my views were cut down, at least in my last 4, and I think that's for a few different reasons, mainly because, you know, obviously now that I have ads, people click on my video, they'll quickly click off, so I don't get a view from that, or I'm not sure how that works, but that's probably it. That's what I'm thinking. So all of this is also anecdotal. So this is just what I think is happening because it's happening. So I'm just trying to understand why. But regardless, it's happening. So here's the weird thing is that my last 4 videos, the views have been cut by half, right? But in the last 48 hours, my overall views, it's higher than normal. So right now, my last 48 hours, it's 1,324 views, overall views from my channel. But my last 4 videos the views were cut in half. So where are those views coming from? Those views are coming from my other videos that YouTube has been pushing out. So or just putting more emphasis on. So I've been seeing more views on a lot of my other more searchable content. And I think that's what it is that some of my videos that have been doing well in the past, my jiu-jitsu videos, my Garmin Forerunner 235 videos, my Fitbit videos, those are getting pushed out more. So I'm getting more views on those videos since I've been monetized more than normal. And I would say percentage-wise, it's probably, you know, 20% more on those videos than normal. And so it's those videos, those views, it's counterbalancing my views that are suffering from my last 4 videos. But so this makes me think, it just puts an emphasis on making sure that I come out with searchable content. Because if I come out with, like, lately, usually out of like my weekly schedule, my ultra running, my real estate, and then also my Q&A, those videos are less searchable than like my Saturday videos or my jiu-jitsu videos. So I think it just puts a lot of emphasis on, okay, you got to make sure to do your research first and then making sure that you do searchable videos. And in terms of, you know, I've also seen a steady increase of my followers in my gain of followers. So usually, yeah, you know, every day, like on a normal day, before I got monetized, I would get anywhere from 2 to 5 subscribers. I would say 2 to 3 subscribers on average. That was my average before I got monetized. But after I got monetized, it seems to be, you know, one day I had 5, one day I had 6, one day I had 2 as well. But, you know, it seems to be trending in that like upper, you know, like I'm accumulating followers faster. And I'm not sure if it's from me being monetized, because it would make sense though, because if YouTube is pushing out my content, even on my like very searchable videos, like it's pushing out my content to more people, so there's more eyeballs. So, you know, that's giving me the chance for people to click on my channel and then subscribe to me. So I think that's what it's from. Again, I don't know exactly, but I think that's what it's from. And in terms of, you know, getting to the actual monetization, I've been monetized for 4 days, or it's been 5 days, I think, of officially being monetized. But the monetization, it's 1 day lag behind. So same thing as your live streams. If you've ever done a live stream, the stats don't show right away. It updates every 24 hours. So that's the same thing for monetization. It takes 24 hours for it to update. And so I've had 4 days of where I've actually made money, and I've made a whopping total $7.03. So your estimated revenue, $7.03. And then, so my first day, I made $1.20. And I was like, whoa, $1.20. Next day, I made $1.02. Or I'm sorry, it's actually 5 days. So yeah, 5 days. So I made $7.03, my estimated revenue. But my, so each day it's been $1.20. $1.02, $1.26, $1.53, and $2. So it's actually trending upward. So since I got monetized, it was $1.20, and then it dipped to $1.02. But for the last 4 days, it's gone up and up and up. So it's been $1.02, $1.26, $1.53, and then $2. So hopefully, I'm hoping that it's just going to keep going up and up and up. Like maybe it's taking YouTube a little while to be like, okay, we got to push this guy's videos out. So I'll let you know. I'm excited to do a full update after at least a month. So I want to wait a month. So probably it'll happen in December. So November will be my first full month of monetization, and then from there I'll be able to do like a full recap. So in terms of my videos that have made the most money, the top 10 videos that have made the most money is, so the number one is BJJ. I did an episode with Drea. I think that one was last week. BJJ hobbyist versus competitor. I've made $1 off of that video. And then the next one's the journey from white to blue, which I made last year. And then being a small YouTuber has made me a better real estate agent. So that was the video that I came out with yesterday. And even though it has half the views, that one video has made me 73 cents. So when I compare the video that I made yesterday, so being a small YouTuber, that was my Q&A video. So the being a small YouTuber I made 2 days ago. So that video currently right now has about 60 views. So that video has made me 73 cents. But my Fitbit Ionic video and then also my Garmin Forerunner 235 video, those videos are both monetized. They get me, like, on both of them, they've been getting me 60 to 100 views per day. But for some reason, those videos aren't making me as much money as my latest videos. And it probably makes sense because the CPM for the Garmin Forerunner 235, there's a lot of running channels, whereas, real estate maybe a little bit less, and then also jiu-jitsu maybe a little bit less as well. So not 100% sure, though we'll definitely see. And then now that I'm looking at the chart of here, obviously they're running different ads, and they say playback based CPM, or so I'm not even sure how to read these, because obviously with now that you're getting ads placed, there's different ads that are being placed, and I think depending on the type of video it is, or I'm not sure if it's the type of video or the type of channel. Like for me, I am so wide in the stuff that I talk about. Is it all the same type of ads that are being run? I don't think that's the case, and I think it's more by video. So if it's a jiu-jitsu video, it's going to be a jiu-jitsu based ad or something around that realm instead of real estate, right? So I think that's what it is, but I'll let you know as soon as I know as well. So all in all, 5 days of full YouTube monetization, $7, and it's only going to grow. I mean, it's grown the past 4 days, so it's been going $1 up to $2 now. So hopefully, I'm guessing that it's going to keep going up and up and up. But the thing that it got me to thinking was, why are my last 4 videos half the views? And this brings back the question of, and someone told me early on, make sure that you're getting legit subscribers, because if you get subscribers that are sub for sub, you're gonna regret it later on, because it's going to hurt you later on, because it's like they're gonna be on that number, on that sub number, but they're not going to help you in terms of views, in terms of watch time, in terms of watching your ads. And that's exactly what I found, is that my last 4 videos since I've been monetized, the views are half, and it's apparent, at least in my opinion and from my vantage point, is that the loyalty of my overall subscriber count is not as high as it should be. Right. So on average, they say if you have a 10%, like usually most YouTubers will have a 10% view to sub ratio. And those videos are just a little bit lower. So, it could be the quote unquote loyalty of the overall subscribers, but also it could be the types of videos that I'm making as well. So, with that being said, moving forward, it's just me being smarter about how I make those videos, what type of videos I make, and then also just making sure that I do more SEO and making sure that I do more searchable videos. And I also know that I can monetize live streams. So this will be my first live stream that I monetize. So I'm excited to see how the ads are placed here as well, because usually with the live stream, I'm live, so I'm going all the way through. Right? So where are the ads placed? Like, I don't know because I'm not on the other side right now. So are the ads usually like little pop-up ads as I'm speaking? Maybe there's one here, down here. I don't know. Or is it like a regular ad? But that would interrupt the live stream, right? So I'd be curious to know as well. So if you see ads in this live stream, let me know how they look like. Are they the pop-up ads, or like are they interrupting the live stream, the live part of it, and putting an ad there? So all in all, that's been my experience with monetization. In terms of do I regret getting monetized because it's hurting my views? Not necessarily, because I don't think I have a big enough sample size to really know. But we'll see in about a month's time if my views are going to go down dramatically or not, or do I just need to be adjustable? Do I need to be adaptable and take all this information and make better videos and make better content? So that's probably the case, because for me, this is more of a lunch money type of thing. And I don't want to buy anything else until I get monetized for my channel, because I've been wanting to buy some new gear, and it's not even big stuff. It's just more little stuff, like my mic snapped off of my Canon M50 on the mount. So I want to get a new mic because it's just annoying that it's basically separate. And I want to get that Movo mic, number one, for my Canon M50, but number two, also for my GoPro Hero 8, because with the GoPro Hero 8, the Rode mic goes a little bit too long and it's in the shot. So I want to get that shorter Movo mic so that I can use it both on both my cameras. So, but other than that wraps it up for monetization. Let me know if you have any questions in terms of monetization as far as my experience. I'd be more than happy to share. Let me know down in the comments. So I'm going to go check the comments now. All right, so back here. Brad from my BS Live, good to see you, my friend. I would have been there sooner, but the ad slowed me down. That's funny. Thanks for watching the ad, by the way. I was a YouTube, Malone Money Mindset, what's up? My friend, Anthony, good to see you. I was a YouTube partner before they brought in 1K and 4K hours. Actually have $17 already, but now back to the grind of getting partnered again. Learning live with Vince. What's up, Coach Kev? Good to see you. Fit Lab, good to see you, Aaron. Hitting the magic number. How do you know my next video was a bicep workout? I need to work on my biceps because I feel like I have baby biceps. Like, my biceps are really small, but I can do a lot of pull-ups. And I think, but like, should my biceps, if I had bigger biceps, would I be able to do more pull-ups? That's the question. So go for 1,000 true fans. I totally agree with that. I think, knowing what I know now, if I were to go back and restart it from zero, I would be less worried about the 1,000 And I would be more worried about the 4K watch hours, because if you get the 4K watch hours, you tend to, it's not always the case, but I think most people have trouble with getting to that 1K, getting to the 4K watch hours and not necessarily the 1K subscribers. Because usually if you get the 4K watch hours, you'll definitely get the 1K subscribers. I think there's only been 2 instances where that's not been the case, and that's Kick It Go Dang and then also Run With Brad. I know they've passed that 4K watch hours and they're just now waiting on the 1K subscribers. But for most people that I've known, they hit the 1K sub count first, and then the 4K watch hours are not really far behind, but in some cases really far behind, but in some cases they're just behind in the watch hours. But for me, I thought about it, and the metrics are there for a reason, because, if you have 1,000 subscribers, but they're not loyal, and you get monetized, they're not going to watch your videos anyways. So it's going to hurt you. So if I had to go back now, starting from zero, I would focus on my watch hours and just putting out good content so that I can give people a reason why they should subscribe to me, and doing less of the support others until they support you strategy. Now, I would still do the support others until they support you strategy, but definitely less emphasis on that. And I would be a lot more pickier. I'd be a lot pickier in terms of who I subscribe to. But I would comment on everyone's videos, but not necessarily subscribe to everyone's videos. Cool. So I agree with Vince. I think it's all about the quality of subscribers over the quantity. Have to make sure the people who subscribe to you are there because they are genuinely interested in your content. Yeah, I totally agree. Not just looking for mutual support. So, it's definitely a double-edged sword with the support others until they support you strategy, as I mentioned before in my other videos. But I wouldn't have been able to meet a lot of cool people like the ones in the comment section right now. But at the same time, I'm feeling kind of that backlash because, that is the easier way out. And there was a time when that was more heavily focused on, and that was more my growth strategy. And now I'm feeling the repercussions. So it is what it is. And I'll just take it that's just part of my YouTube journey. So IKYY, I got an Adobe Photoshop ad. Adobe Photoshop ad for my live stream. So that's probably, thank you for that, IKYY. I don't know how to pronounce that. Icky. I'm just going to call you Icky. So thank you for that, Icky. And that's probably because my live stream topic today was official week of monetized by YouTube. So that could be towards like small YouTubers, and so this is my total guess right now, and I could be totally off, but that's probably why you're getting that ad. Or I would be curious to know what other people got too. So if you're like a fitness channel and you watched an ad before you came here, what was the ad, right? I'd be curious. Is monetization by views, likes, or ads? So Venus, so monetization is you have to get 1,000 subscribers, so that's a bare minimum, and then you have to get 4,000 watch hours in the past 365 days. With the 4K watch hours, it's rotating, so it only goes back 365 days. So anything 366 or before that doesn't count into the watch hours. So it's kind of this revolving. It's revolving, so it only counts the past 365 days. So you have to make sure that you have 4K watch hours in that time frame. But the 1K subs, that's not revolving. So it's not 1K subs in the past 365 days. It's 1K subs, and that's it. So take that for what it's worth. So it was a video ad. It's ads, nothing but ads. I just got one when I first joined. I got a poopery ad on the video where a British woman was bragging about the stench of her crapolas. That's funny. I don't know where that came from. So yeah, it seems like the ads could be all over the place. I have absolutely no idea. And it's probably because my channel's all over the place with the type of content that I come out with. So I'll make sure I always click the ads. Thanks, Adam. Oh, so yeah, that brings up a good point too, because I don't know the answers. Like when you click the ad, does the other person make more money off of it? Probably, right? Because you're clicking the ad, Ready Reg, good to see you, Yogi. They shrunk the last time I've seen you. Wonder why the identified viewers of your channel would want to watch an ad of a woman blowing it up in the bathroom. Hey, at least I haven't used Poopery, but I've heard that it works. So, or maybe it's the other way around. They know your poo stinks, Aaron. Brian Fitz, good to see you, my friend. Oh, Kendon, by the way. Gotta go, folks. Thanks for coming, Chris. Thanks for coming. Some new people in here I haven't met before. Nice to meet you, Venus. IKYY. All right, cool. So now we are caught up in the comments. If you can do me a favor, if you haven't already liked this live stream, if you can do me a favor and like the live stream, it would really help me out as well. All right, just saw some auto parts ad. So yeah, literally there's a Adobe ad, a Photoshop ad, and then an auto parts ad. So I don't know how these ads are working, but I mean, hey, thanks for supporting because I do get a little bit of money off of it. Hatch Life, my friend, good to see you. It's been a long time. Thank you, my friends. I hope I think you guys were in South Korea, if I remember correctly. Hope you guys are doing well. It's been a long time, but good to see you here. All right, so I'm going to answer a few questions now that I had lined up, just because I have them lined up. All right, first question. Question number 1. Actually, the other way. All right, so how much for this nice property? $595K is the median. So this was in regards to a property that I did a virtual walkthrough for. It was 180 Pelican Loop in Pittsburgh, California. So Pittsburgh without the H. It's not the Pittsburgh with an H, not where the Steelers are from, but it's Pittsburgh, California, which is near the Bay Area. It's near where I live, Concord, California. And that property was on a waterfront property. I believe it was a 4-bedroom, 2-bath. One of the bedrooms was converted into it was like a connection to the master bedroom that they turned into kind of just like a hangout area. So that property was listed at $595,000. But actually in Contra Costa County, because that's where I'm at, so that was in Pittsburgh, but for all of Contra Costa County, the median home price right now, as of September 2020, is $783,000. So that's the median. So $595. That little pocket is a little bit. That area is just generally a little bit cheaper, but this is accounting for all of Contra Costa County. So. In Contra Costa County, there are obviously a bunch of cities, but obviously it ranges, depends what city you're in. But in that area, homes tend to be a little bit cheaper. But in that specific neighborhood, $595,000, that's on the high end in that specific neighborhood. And that's actually, just talking real estate, home prices have gone up a lot in the past year. So year to year, in Contra Costa County, it's about up 19%. It's just a really hot market right now, at least in Contra Costa County, and I would imagine it's all over the place, at least in California, and then also all over the nation as well. With interest rates at a record low, like 3%. It's aiding home buyers, or especially first-time home buyers, in their decision of purchasing their first home, or it's not even necessarily their first home, but that's one of the driving factors of why properties are like flying off the shelf, is because the even just a couple percentage points in terms of buying a home can save you tens of thousands of dollars over a 15-year, 30-year mortgage, right? And it's borrowing money it's the cheapest it's ever been, so that's why people want to take advantage of it, and that's just another reason why. And then also supply and demand, with homes going off the shelf or flying off the shelf. there's also lower supply. So that means home prices are going up. So that's why you see from a year ago, at least in Contra Costa County, it's been up 20%. 20% in a year's time, home prices have gone up, which is a significant amount. But, it kind of evens itself out with in terms of how much you pay if you were to get in now. It kind of yes, home prices are going up, but the interest rates to borrow that money is significantly dropped. So in a lot of cases, you could be either, paying a little bit less, or it's not like that much more over a span of 30 years. Right? So a little bit about real estate, just because I am a real estate agent. So if you need any real estate help, let me know, and I can either connect you with someone in your area. You don't have to be in California, or if you're in the Bay Area, let me know, or if you're in California, let me know. For me, I really just want to start a conversation about real estate, just because that's what I do full time now. Cool. Thank you, Jim, for the question, and we're going to move on to the next question. All right, Vince, from Go Kiwi, do you have a few raw veggie juice drinks a week? Really can help with your knees and joints. Linseed added to smoothies is amazing for the joints. So I believe this was in response to my knee being a little bit funky. My knee started feeling a little bit funky probably a little less than 2 weeks ago. So it's been about 10 days or so since I've been on that long run. And I think it was from over mileage shoes. But then I also mentioned that I have knee pains when I'm running those ultras, 50 and 100 milers. So I typically don't have knee aches when I'm running a marathon or less. When I ran my first marathon, I definitely had knee aches, but nowadays I run a marathon or less. Knee aches might last, I don't know, like a couple of hours after I'm done, maybe. But the next day I don't really feel it all that bad. And I typically don't have joint pain. That's the only time when I have quote unquote joint pain or knee pain, is when I'm putting in those massive distances. And it's just the acute pain from putting on so much miles. But on a normal day, I don't really have joint pain. I don't really have knee pain, besides what I'm feeling right now. And I actually think that's from bad shoes. But I've switched on over to my newer pair of shoes. The reason why I wasn't wearing the newer pair of shoes is because I don't like the feel of them on my feet. They're the Nike Peg 37s. They're a little bit tight on my forefoot, and I always chose my Nike React Milers because they feel a little bit better. But on my long run about 2 weeks ago, I was starting to feel that pain, and I was like, this is the same type of pain that I felt before, so I don't want to aggravate it a little bit more, switch to those shoes, and then it's been feeling better ever since. So in terms of raw veggie juice diets, I am not a fan of veggies in my smoothies. I'm just not. I don't like juicing, and I don't like even smoothies. Juicing or smoothies with vegetables, no, like they don't belong in my in my drink, especially because usually when I eat my vegetables, I like them to be hot, and that's how I like my vegetables. I don't like them to be blended up. I don't like them to be cold. I don't like them to be in my drinks. So I will not. It's not that I will not, but juicing tends to be a little bit expensive as well. So I don't like paying for like fresh pressed juices, because I'm paying like $8 or $5 to $8 for like a cold pressed juice, and it tastes gross. So I'm not gonna pay for that. So typically for me, I just like to eat my vegetables. But I will pay for a good smoothie. I really like smoothies, fruit smoothies. But please, please, please do not put kale in my smoothies or any types of vegetables. I can taste the vegetables. I like to just eat my vegetables. I actually don't have an issue of getting too little vegetables. I usually eat like vegetables throughout the day. Like it'll be the side, so whenever I have, like today I had my girlfriend made quiche, or she made quiche, so I ate some quiche, and then I just had carrots on the side with it. So I'll usually eat vegetables, and then I'll stir fry vegetables at night usually too. So I'll have some sort of stir fry vegetables at night on a normal day. So I don't have issues getting in vegetables. I more have issues of getting in fruit nowadays. I mean, before I was eating a ton of fruit, But now that I've been so busy, and this is a terrible excuse, is that I have been so busy and I just haven't had the chance to like eat eat fruit. So I usually like I'll make a smoothie, but it's just like at the end of the day, I'm so lazy. I don't even want to make a smoothie. So I definitely have to eat more fruit, but I'm slowly and surely been incorporating more of them. I'm just like, as I'm busy throughout the day, actually, it's not even a fruit thing. It's just like a not eating thing. I'm just so go. And I get so busy and I don't even have time to eat. And then I try to smash all my food in at the end of the day for dinner, because I have to make sure to eat enough so that I can maintain my weight, because that's my goal right now. So I'm, like lately I've been cooking 2 days a week, and then my girlfriend's been cooking 2 days a week, and then we go out on Fridays. So she's been cooking, I've been cooking, and I just been eating whatever I have for dinner, but that usually tends to be hot food. I like hot food for dinner. I don't like cold food for dinner. And so I've been eating that. And then, I've been having but when I eat dinner, I don't want to have fruit for dinner. Like, that's weird. So I tend to eat a little bit of fruit afterwards, but it's only a little bit. But I should definitely work it in throughout my day. So long-winded answer, but fruit juices, not for me. I mean, vegetable juices, not for me. All right, Brad from My BS Life. Such an efficient system. You found out so fast. Way to go. How long did it take you from start to finish to get your real estate license? So very good question, actually. I bought my real estate course in 2017. This was when I worked as a recruiter for a healthcare company. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to start my real estate, because I always knew that I really wanted my real estate license. For me, at that point, it was, I think it's just good general knowledge just to have. Same thing as personal training. So I took personal training, I took the NASM course, and afterwards, like, I felt like this is just good general knowledge to have for anybody. So that's what I felt for real estate. Like, I just want to learn real estate, not to be an agent, like at that time, because I was a recruiter, but I think this is just good general knowledge to have. So I bought that course, and it expires in a year. And then it ended up expiring. And then, I bought it in 2017. And then it expired in 2018. I was like, whatever, like, I'm not going to renew it. Like, I literally did like one chapter, and then that was it. And then I worked as a recruiter at that firm or that company for about 2 years. I worked there for about 2 years. And then after 2 years, I moved to the Bay Area here. So 2019, January 2019, I moved to Concord. And then once I got here, the goal was to pursue real estate. But I didn't renew that course. Like, I didn't renew it right away in January, because for the first like 6 months, I was into some other projects that I was working on. So I was pursuing those things first. Not projects. I was just like work in general. But those things didn't end up panning out. And then it was, I think, in September of this year, September or August of last year, that I renewed the course. So I had to pay a renewal fee for that, and it was like $150. The course is already like $500. $300 to $500, and I had to pay the renewal fee. I was like, you know what, whatever. Like, I gotta pay what I gotta pay. So ended up renewing it, and then also at the time when I was renewing it, I picked up a new job. So a new job. I worked as a recruiter for a management consulting firm, and that was a contract position. And I really, really liked that job. It was Point B. That was the name of the firm. And I really, really liked that job. I had an awesome boss. I was fully remote. And if I were to go back to work a normal job again, I would never go to the office. I don't want a job working in an office unless it's my own business. But I just had such a good experience with that recruiting position. I was there for about 6 months, and they let me go. I was there for 7 months. So I signed on with them in September, and then they let me go at the beginning of April or so because of COVID. And at that point, when I signed on with the management consulting firm, I I already knew that I was going to pursue real estate because that job too was so flexible. I can work 1 hour, I can work 40 hours. It depends how many hours that I wanted to work. But they were paying me like a lot of money to do that job, like way more than my first recruiting job. And I was like, of course I want to work more because I'm making like a lot more money than I was than I was used to. So I was putting in 20 to 30 hours per week, but they were so flexible. And the bummer thing is, it's a blessing in disguise, I guess, but they asked me to come on full time, and I was on contract. So I was on contract, but as I said, it was so flexible. I could work 5 hours or I can work 35 hours. It was up to me. And I was like, nah, I really don't want to come on full time because I would have to, they asked me to come on internally. And I was like, nah, I don't want to come on internally full time because I would have to work 40 hours and I really like the flexibility. So I said no, and they ended up letting contractors go first when the whole COVID thing happened. So I was like, you know what? It's fine. It is what it is. But that also allowed me to study for my real estate test. So I was actually ready for that test. I had already been studying, and I was actually ready like a lot sooner than when I took the test. So I took the test in September, right? So I took the test in September, like September 10th, I believe it was, 9th or 10th. September 8th. So I took it on September 8th. I ended up passing it, but I was ready for that test a lot sooner, but I couldn't take the test because with the whole COVID thing, they shut down the testing centers, and then when they reopened back up, when I took it, it was actually the second day, the soonest that I could take it. So I took it the second day that I could take it. I didn't want to take it the first day because the first day was on a Friday, and I really didn't want to take a test on a Friday. So I waited until Tuesday, I believe it was Tuesday or Monday, whatever day it was. I think it was the 7th or the 8th, whatever. But all in all, that was my real estate journey because I signed up for the course 2017, but I actually didn't fully commit and study until I would say I was studying when I had that recruiter job. I was doing like one chapter a day that for that management consulting firm, but with everything COVID, I couldn't take the test until September. So all in all, I think if realistically, because I've had some people ask me like, okay, how long does it take to study? I think you could, if you did everything, like if you legit buckled down and studied, you could probably pass the test in, I would give one chapter per day. So that's 15 chapters per book. So that's 3 books, 45 days, and probably 1 day for each, because you have to take a test on each of the books. So that's 48 days plus studying. I realistically think 2 months is the bare minimum that you could do it in. And for other people, it's going to be different because it depends how you study, it depends how much time that you need studying. But 2 months for me would be the bare minimum. And that was me like going really hard, like studying 3 or 4 hours a day. You could do it in 2 months. But mine was self-study at home whenever I wanted to. So I did it in a long time, like 3 years, but that was given my circumstances. But if I had to go back and do it again, and I just had to pursue that full time, I think I could do it. I would be comfortable in 3 months. Give me 3 months time to do all that, and I would be okay. Cool. One last question. All right, the Fitrush. He said, "Hey Vince, is it in the outer edge of your knee?" So he's taught the Fitrush is referencing the pain in my knee. So I had this pain, speaking about it a little bit earlier, but it was a pain on my right knee from having over mileage shoes. And I think it's over mileage shoes because I've had this pain before. So it's not necessarily like I hurt my knee, it's just like over mileage shoes. So when you have, in my experience, when I have over mileage shoes, it tends to affect my running gait and my running cadence and my running, just everything running. And then you're going to have bad form. And then it's putting unnecessary pressure on certain parts of my foot and my knee and my hip. And I actually was talking to a physical therapist friend of mine, over the phone. So he wasn't able to like actually look at my knee, but he was just having me go through some tests and me telling him verbally over the phone of where I felt the pain. And he said, yeah, it's like definitely try out new shoes first. It could be that, or it could be something in regards to like my hip or even my ankle mobility. But he would have to examine me closer up. So he said, do the new shoes, and then from there, we'll see how it goes. And if it persists anymore, then, let's talk about it a little bit further. But so far, so good. So I talked to him on Monday. Tuesday, yesterday, I actually went, I felt really good. I mean, the pain, it's not a pain. It's just something that should not be there, right? So it's not a sharp pain. It's just something that shouldn't be there. I'm not running 100% injury free. And actually, after I talked to him, I went on a run, and it feels like pressure. Pressure would be the right word, and it's just unnecessary pressure. So on Tuesday, I ended up going on a run. I was only supposed to go out for 3 or 4 miles, but I felt so good, I ended up going for 8. I was like, oh man, I feel good. I feel good. I went out for 8, and then today, now the pain is back a little bit. So like or the pressure, right? So the pressure is back. So today I only went for a mile. So I think I just need to lay low, take it easy, and just lay low on the mileage. So I'll be taking it a little bit easy in the next couple of days because I do want to go run a long run this weekend on Saturday. So hopefully everything heals up. But in the meantime, I've just been doing a ton of pull-ups. I've been doing a ton of pull-ups. Today I did 225. Yesterday I did 300. And before that, I did a ton of pull-ups the last couple of days. I think I've been averaging like 250 pull-ups per day. And in terms of, what was I going to say? So I mean, I've been spending a lot of time doing pull-ups just because I have a yearly goal of 36,600 pull-ups for the year. And so my goal was I want to do 50 pull-ups in one hang by the end of next year. So this was in earlier this year. I was like, okay, how many pull-ups can I do in one hang? And I tried in one hang, and I got 30 pull-ups in one hang. And I was like, oh, like, okay, so if I can do 50 in one hang, I feel like that would be really good. And if I can do that by the end of next year. So that was my timeline. And I did 45 pull-ups in one hang the other day, and I was like, whoa, like I could hit 50 by the end of this year. So I don't think my pull-up goal was lofty enough. So I thought 50 was going to be like a really far like goal that's going to be way out there. But in actuality, like I'm gonna aim for 100. So my new pull-up goal now is 100 pull-ups in one hang, and I want to get that. I don't have a timeline on it yet, but okay, I'm gonna put a timeline. End of next year. But I think the 100, that's like really far out there because I was like, you know what? I just dream big. Not only dream big, but put in the work. But currently right now, I'm at 45 pull-ups in one hang, and I think I could get 50. I for sure can get 50 by the end of this year. So I have 2 more months to add 5 more pull-ups to my one hang max pull. I think I could do that realistically. And then by the end of next year, because it was 30 at the beginning of this year, and then so one full year would be an additional 20 pull-ups. But with each additional pull-up as well, it gets harder and harder, right? So I think this first year I'll be able to hit 50, so from 30 to 50, and then from next year I don't think it's going to go to 70. I think it might go to like 65. So it's going to be that progressive. Like I'm still gonna up my overall number, but it's the gain is going to be less and less per year. So but my goal now, 100 pull-ups in one hang. You heard it here first. I'm gonna do it. And also when I hit that 45, that was with no chalk. So I'm excited to see if I can hit 50 by the end of this year with some chalk, because I don't think chalk is cheating. I don't think chalk is cheating. So I'm excited to try that out. So cool. And that wraps it up. And I know I went on a few tangents, but I mean, this is what the live stream is for. All right, let's go back to the comments. Vince, I've always been here for you, pal, not because we support each other, but because I genuinely enjoy your content and you're a fellow fitness guy. It isn't an evening without watching your. Thank you, Aaron. I appreciate that. In the beginning, we thought getting to 1K was what it was all about, but definitely isn't. Yeah, Coach Kev, purpose driven. I totally agree with that. I thought 1K was like, okay, I got it. That's gonna be it. That's what I need to hit. And now that I'm there, it's like, okay, where do we go from here? And I think I was so worried about that 1K that I didn't really pay too much attention to the 4K watch hours. But if like I would have put more emphasis on the 4K watch hours. Not only that, but they have these thresholds for a reason. Because if you get 1K watch subscribers, but you don't have the watch hours, no one's gonna watch your stuff, especially when they put ads on. Right? So I think the thresholds are there for a reason, obviously. So couldn't agree more. I look at the number at a near milestone to hit the journey. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Yeah, and that brings up a good point. Like, it's a marathon, and I've as the more YouTubers that I talk to, because we talk YouTube, it's a marathon, right? Or it's an ultra marathon. Think about it that way. It's like, find a schedule, stick to the schedule, and then keep to that schedule, and then you just need to be patient and have time elapse, and that's all it is. So, for some it's 2 days a week, 3 days a week, 1 day a week, one video a month, whatever it is. Stick to that schedule, and that's going to you're going to progress that way, at least in my opinion. Because I look at YouTube just like anything else. Like, the more time that you put in, like, if you can put in more videos per week, do it, because it's going to make you grow faster. But it's more of the consistency over a long period of time rather than the, like, short sprint, right? So while getting monetized is nice, it's not something I'll focus on. Might wait till I'm past 1K. Yeah. And I really want to try this out, like the monetization, to see how it affects the growth of my channel. Because if I think that, like, after a month, after November, if I think that the monetization is slowing down the growth of my channel, then I will unmonetize my videos. But if I feel like it's helping, then I'll keep going with it. So like, for me, it's not necessarily the like, oh, is it me getting money? Like, that's nice, but more so is it helping with my growth? Because I've heard it both ways of, okay, if you monetize, people will skip your videos and not watch your videos. And I've personally experienced this, but I've also heard it the other way. If you monetize, YouTube is more likely to push out your videos, because people, like, that's way that YouTube makes money. That's way that companies will pay YouTube and pay us to like, they're investing that money in. So obviously YouTube is going to push out that content. So I don't know what's right or wrong. I'm going to experiment with it, and we'll see how it goes. Still have to connect. There we go. Sounds good. I have my son's soccer practice in the morning, but I could hop on the call sometime in the afternoon. Okay, cool. Been working on my pull-ups. Pull-up king. Thanks, Aaron. Been working on my pull-ups and doing a lot of scapular retraction and depression of work. And mid wrong, but need to catch up to your pull-up skills. I think I'm definitely cheating on some of my pull-ups, because I'm not going down all the way. And actually, so for me to hit my pull-ups, one strategy is like a mental strategy that's really been helpful to me, because I just put a number in my mind. So when I hit that 40, so the progression was, for the last couple times that I did one hang max pull, the last time was 45, but before that was 42 or 43. I just said, okay, 45. So this time I said 45. Okay, I got to hit 45. So, like, I'm hitting 45. But when I count, I don't count like 1 to 45. I count in 5s and 10s. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and then from 10, and then I do the math. So I go, I have 35 more. And I go, okay. And then once I do 20, I say, I'll have 25 more. So I go in, like, I when I do the pull-ups, I go in, like, waves of 5 to 10, and then I subtract that from the amount that I need to do. And then I just hit that number. Because the other few times that I've done it, I'm just like, I'm going to go until I can't go anymore. But I think what works better for me is to have like a number, and then I just got to hit that number. And then And then that's what's really helped me. So I need to shed about 10 pounds. I think, yeah, Aaron, I mean, this is coming from a super light guy. Shedding, I can feel the difference when I have 5 pounds of weight more on me. I can feel the difference when I do pull-ups and when I'm running. So yeah, use my periodization formula to hit your pull-up goals, Vince. Yes, please send that to me, Aaron. I would be very interested in that periodization. So for me, I just figure, to do more pull-ups, I got to do more pull-ups. So I just been doing whatever I can crank out, I can crank out. And I think that's mainly, it's for a few different reasons, because I mean, that's one of my training like philosophies is if you want to do more of something, just do more of it. But number two, it's because I've been trying to catch up on my pull-ups in terms of my yearly goal. So whatever I can hit that day, I don't have to do tomorrow, or I don't have to do later on, and I don't have to make it up. So, because some days I do 0 pull-ups as well. So for those days, it can make up for those days. So for me, it's more of, okay, how many pull-ups can I do today? And I'm not even thinking about how it's feeling for my like my back, because honestly, actually, I'm not sore whenever I do pull-ups. So I did pull-ups. Yes. So I did pull-ups let me check my numbers right now. So I did pull-ups the last 4 days. And the 4 days before that, I had 3 0 days, which was bad. So that was that weekend I was hanging out with my family, and I had work on that Friday, and the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I didn't do any, it was Thursday, Friday, Saturday that I did no pull-ups last week. And then, but for the past 4 days, I did, on the 25th, I did 275, and then 26th, I did 200. Yesterday, I did 300, and today I did 225. And I'm not sore. Like, I'm never sore for some reason. I mean, not for some reason. It's because I probably do a massive amount of pull-ups. And my back definitely is my strongest part of my body. So, I mean, it is what it is. So yeah, I mean, not it is what it is. That doesn't make sense in this context. But I'm never really sore. But I would be very interested in that periodization program, because I feel like with a more thought out program, I would definitely have more gains. And I also think that like it's just part of my training style is like I do what I feel, and it's kind of a bad training style because I'm not like formulaic with it. If I was a little more formulaic with it, I think I would have better gains. But also, it's like, okay, well, I don't know what I'm doing until I do it because of a few different things. Okay, what do I have going on in the day, right? So like, if I'm gonna go out there about to do some pull-ups, like what if I have to do some work stuff that comes up? So it's like, okay, I only have 30 minutes today, so I'm gonna do what I can. So like, it's gone are the times of where I can actually schedule like an hour or 2 hours or like an hour and a half or a set amount of time to do my workouts. Because nowadays it's, okay, how much time do I have in the day? What do I have going on? Because a lot of work stuff can pop up. And for me, I'm in terms of work, I take it very seriously. So whenever I have a client that wants some information, I drop everything I'm doing at that point, and I'll do whatever I need to do for them at that point. So that's how it's been for me. So whenever someone asks me or like, hey, do you want to do an open house, or you want to do this, or you want to do that, or do you have a couple minutes to talk? I drop everything and I go do that thing. But with that, it's affected my training because I don't get time to set out like a specific time to work out anymore. Whereas before I had the time so that I could do that. So yeah. Goku Runner, do you think you can win that $100 hang challenge that they have everywhere? Jeremy, that's a really good question. I actually did that challenge at the state fair and I did not win. I didn't even make it. I think you have to hang on for 100 seconds. And it's $100 for 100 seconds, I believe. I think I got to like, I'll pull the video somewhere because my girlfriend had it. But I was only able to last like, I think less than a minute. I think it was, they had like different terms, but it was like 70 seconds, 90 seconds, 100 seconds, something like that. But I was, I'm going to go for the 100 second ones because I can do a massive amount of pull-ups. Let's do it. But how they trick you is, number one, the bar is super fat. So I couldn't even I couldn't even hang with my thumbs. So it's a really thick bar. but the bar also swivels, right? So it's not a stationary bar to where you can just hang and then it's going to be the bar doesn't move, but the bar, it moves, like it shifts. So that coupled with I can only hook grip it, because I could basically only hook grip it, and I couldn't, like, it felt weird like when I couldn't like fully grip it this way, and because I can only hook grip it, it's so much pressure on my forearms. And I mean, your forearms are way weaker than any other part of your, I mean, not any other part of your body, but your forearms are generally weaker than, I mean, your back, or, you know, if you can have a full grip. Because my plan going in was, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna full grip it, and then I'm gonna turn in. Well, I'm going to like do like not extend all the way down, but like pull up a little bit so that I can relieve some stress from my forearms, so that I can contract my lats. But that plan went out the window. Like, I couldn't even do that. So I think I can do 100 seconds if it was a stationary bar and it was a barbell bar, or like as big as barbell, because then you can actually grip it this way, and then you can from there you can like hook grip it after it gets to, you know, to like your forearms start to wear. So it's like a pull-up bar you have to hang on, but the bar rotates, so it's hard. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I didn't even read what you said before. I think it's 2 minutes to hang. You win $100. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's that challenge is super hard. I think it's even a challenge if the bar doesn't swivel, but if the bar swivels, it's even harder. Yo, what's good, Kev? Thanks for coming. Vince, happy to talk to you about a real periodization training program to use if you want to improve faster. Yeah, let's talk offline. I'll message you after this. What's up? What'd I miss? You missed the good stuff, Kev. No, I'm just kidding. Just me talking about monetization. I'm making the big bucks. I made $7 so far. I'm super excited. You'd probably be a great mountain climber. I would be a terrible mountain climber just because I'm afraid of heights. So I'm going to give you a quick story. I went to Six Flags, and Six Flags has those really small, like those short, what is that called? Is it mountain climbing? Not bouldering. Yeah, mountain climbing. And they strap you to a harness, right? Rock climbing, that's what it is. I can't think right now. So it was a rock climbing, and I did that, and I couldn't even make it to the top. Could not even make it to the top. And I'm deathly afraid of heights, and I don't know if I'll ever get over them. I mean, but the weird thing is, I'm not afraid of roller coasters, but I am afraid of just standing up there. I'm afraid of that. You missed some real estate talk, Vince being the pull-up king. Monetization talk about trying to figure out why his channel is getting ads of a British woman taking massively smelly dumps. $7 actually pretty good. Yeah, $7 in 5 days. So it went from like $1.20 to $1.03 to like $1.50, and then today I made $2. So yeah, so far so good. So I'm excited to see how that works out. British woman taking dumps. $7 is pretty good. Yeah, I'm thinking like it's going to, I mean, obviously it's going to build over time, but I just have to be really strategic in the content that I come out with. I just need more, like, I can't be half butting my content anymore. Like, I actually have to do more research, more like searchable videos. So I think I already did like a change in my schedule, but in order to accommodate just more searchable videos, more searchable type videos, I think I'm going to change it up even a little bit more. So I think the Sunday videos, the ultra running videos, because those have been more so like more or less of an update, but I think those videos will turn into challenge style videos, and or just a topic that's more searchable but related to fitness. It'll be a general fitness, because I also do want to do like certain, like I really want to redo some of like the what is that called? The Murph challenge. I really want to get under 30 minutes. And then also I really want to do like a 10-minute pull-up challenge or a 1-minute pull-up challenge, or so I think I'll reserve those days for like time trials, pull-up challenges, and just general fitness challenges. And then I also need to do more reviews. Moolah coming in, keep that money coming in for that new microphone. Yeah, so once I hit $40, I'm gonna get a new microphone. Yeah, I can see why reviews, by the way, they pay themselves pretty much. Yeah, they really do. Like it's crazy. I mean, like I made $7 in 5 days, and I'm only at 1,000 like 1,400 subs. Like, and if you know, channels are doing all reviews and they get massive amount of views, because I also have an understanding that my channel is so all over the place that it hurts my viewership. And then also a lot of my videos aren't very searchable, to be honest. But I mean, I like making the videos and that's why I make them. But if I was a more niche focused, I think that I could make a lot of money. I mean, YouTube, you can make a lot of money from YouTube for sure. So audio sounds pretty good right now. Thanks. Maybe you can use all the extra money and come visit us in South Korea. Yeah. I need to get those Hatch Life. I need to get those what are those called? Those like balls. Those balls with custard in them. Those custard balls. They're so good. They are so good. New mic, that sounds pretty clear. New PC. Yeah, I really want to save up for that new PC. And actually, my cousin, Kev, he just gave me this hard drive. 12 terabyte hard drive. So the first of my new computer is this hard drive, 12 terabytes. So once I'm building my new computer, I will put this as my hard drive. New PC, his mic broke. I'm about to... Yeah, and I think, yeah, so the mic that broke is on my Canon M50 and not this mic right here. My Canon M50... not my Canon M50 mic, the Rode Mic Go Plus that I have on my Canon M50, I dropped it, and then the mic snapped off the mount. So it is what it is. But it still works. So that's why I haven't bought a new one. I'm actually waiting to get the Movo one just because I can use it on that camera, my Canon M50, plus I can use it on my GoPro Hero 8. The base cracked off and it doesn't mount. Yeah, the base cracked off. Correct. Yeah, I make the stuff I want, but for sure have videos just for reviews, watch time, searchable. Yeah, I'm also wondering how live streams will do in terms of monetization, because if they're like, oh, an hour live stream is going to give you $10, I'm like, yo, I'm going to do a live stream 3 times a week. No, I'm just kidding. I don't want to do a live stream 3 times a week, but I've been thinking about doing like a workout live stream as well. Maybe like on Sundays, that could be it. Cause, cause when if I were to do a workout live stream, it would be on a Sunday. It would give me time, to interact. I wouldn't be on a time constraint. Plus I can get a workout in. Plus it's a good time just so that I can prove that I'm doing the pull-ups and I'm not lying about it. So, that might happen. I need to try them out one of these days. So, Space, get a lavalier mic. I swear by the one I have, it makes a huge difference. Yeah, I have a lav mic. I don't really use it all that much because I don't know, it's just weird to me. Like, I don't like the look of it hanging from my neck or just like the wire. I like it to be wireless. So really, maybe it's just in my head. But I need to get, I think Kev has one of these, the Rode mic, the one where it's just like a square and then you just attach it. So that's also on my buy list as well. Massage gun reviews. Yeah, I definitely need to do a massage. I need to email them. There's just so many things to do. We'll send you some. Thank you, Hash Life. Manju. That's what it's called. Manju. Yeah, Manju. If y'all never had Manju, is this little, I think I got them in Japan or South Korea. I think it was in South Korea. It's like these little custard ball things, and they have like custard in them. So good. Vince, I have the exact same hard drive. Yeah. Team 12 terabyte WD Elements hard drive. Man, you know you're a video content creator when you're excited about new hard drives. Yeah, that's true. It's one of my backup drives and it's really darn good. Yeah, I'm excited to use it. I really need to get this massage gun. Black Friday sales, maybe the right time. Kevin just hit up some companies and let them know you'll do a review. Yeah, Kev, hit him up. Goku Runner, aka Jeremy. He let me know that if you just hit up the massage gun companies, they'll give you a free massage gun to review. I just haven't done it because I've just been so busy, and it takes like 10 minutes to write an email. But he's had some pretty good success with them. They give him review massage guns whenever he has he'll put on like a 5K or a virtual race. He's giving away massage guns, and I think for you would be really cool because then you could. It'd be funny to I'm just picturing actually any review that you do is really funny. So I would really enjoy, I would be more prone to, I would be more open to buy the massage gun if I had a funny review from Kev. That's the truth. I'm about to batch email tomorrow. Great being here. Like always, keep up the good. Thanks, Coach Kev. Recover Fund is the one that sure sends them out to many people. New challenge idea for you. How many manjus can you eat in an hour? Honestly, I think I can eat 1,000. Okay, if I eat if I eat 10 an hour, 10 a minute, that's 600. If I eat 15 a minute, that's 900. I think I think I could eat 600 manju. But that would be a day where I can't eat anything else because I'd blow up. Those manjus is super good, but I'm pretty sure they have a lot of calories in them. Like for one probably has 40 calories, which is not that bad, but when you eat that's 600. 600 times 400. 600 times 40. I get excited about all the little silly things like lav mics. Yeah, my next 15 videos are going to be massage guns. Yeah. I have a relationship with a brand called Nextremo. They have me on their website. Okay, high quality. All right, so it's funny. I've been trying to end this. I'm not trying to end it, but I was like, all right, I got to wrap up now. So I'm going to wrap up in because I usually like to end by 6:45. But my girlfriend ended up leaving to Michael, so that's why I've been just keep chatting it up because you all also keep just throwing in comments and it's funny and I like interacting with you all. Cool, sweet, yeah. Massage gun, Kev, you should do it for sure. I'm looking forward to it. Cool. Well, that wraps up my live stream for the day. This is my longest live stream yet, 133 minutes, an hour and 33 minutes. So it's been really fun. Especially thank you, Kev, Coach Kev, Jeremy, and Aaron for interacting, and Hatch Life too. It's really good to see you, my friend. And thank you to everyone else for coming, for hanging out. This is really fun. My next live stream, I do live streams every week, 5:30 Pacific Standard Time, every Wednesday. And if you haven't already liked this live stream, if you can do me a favor and like it, it'd really help me out. Cool. All right, everyone. I appreciate you hanging out. Go put in the work to get you monetized as well. See you on the other side. All right, everyone. Peace, peace, peace.